Howdy folks, welcome to Cross Timbers Outside. Glad to have you all with us today. We're out for a woods walk, maybe do a little foraging. It's a beautiful late March day. What's
22nd.
22nd of March, and it's 80 degrees. A beautiful sunshiny warm day, and we're going to walk out in some areas we're kind of familiar with and see if we can find any morels. And Susan's found a daffodil, or what we refer to as March flower. We're just gonna walk out here and get down in the bottoms and see if maybe some morels are popped up. If not, maybe some branch lettuce. And we're in an area of the forest where Hurricane Helene devastated parts of this area.
Yeah, for sure.
So our search may be futile, but we're gonna look.
Yeah, this is the first time we've been in this particular section since before the storm. Well, since before the storm.
Yeah. We'll spin the camera and let you see all this down timber. Look at this. Unreal. Kind of looks like it did on our wooded area below our farm right after the storm. Coyote tracks. Coyote tracks. Deer tracks. There's been a little bit of everything moving through here. There's so many blowdowns in here from the storm. It's hard to navigate some of this. Look how bad this little creek bank washed off. An old Forest Service road. There's a tile running right there, and look, water don't even run it no more. Comes way up under it. We stumbled up on something here in the woods, I want you to see. I'll spin the camera and let you look at it. It's old. Here's an old 55-gallon barrel, rusted out. There is a wash pail, or tub. That in and of itself don't mean much, but look at this. See the cone shape to that? If I can get my shadow out of the way. Now, I'm no expert, but that sure looks like the cap, copper cap on a steel. Old Moonshine steel way back up in here. You may wonder, why would it be here? It's a good spot for it. I'm standing right beside that old cap. About 30 yards that way is a spring creek running down this holler. The old mountain ways.
Yeah, I've already walked up and down the creek up through here and I don't see a thing. I think we're a couple weeks early.
We're in a real shallow creek bed here. I'd drink right out of this creek if I was thirsty. It's that clean. And you can see it's not even over my shoes. This is the type spot, real shallow, spread out creek like this, a little branch. Clear, clean mountain water. That's where you're gonna find branch lettuce. and we're not finding any. That was one of our main objectives on this hike today, was to forage for some fresh branch lettuce and check and see if we found any morel mushrooms. And we're not finding either. Susan thinks we're a couple of weeks early for this elevation. Man, this is some beautiful water.
The bridge is in disrepair.
Yeah, it's in bad shape.
Looking
It's part of an old hiking trail through here that the Forest Service used to maintain. Obviously, they don't no more.
Yellow flower.
We've had a beautiful day of walking. I mean, it's just been beautiful. And been scouting around places for some morels or some branch lettuce to forage. And I think we're a little bit early. I think at this elevation here in the Appalachian Mountains, and by the way, it's Appalachian, not Appalachian. Take that from an Appalachian native. If you want to be identified as a tourist around here, just say Appalachian. And people look at you funny. They'll know you're not from here. It's Appalachian, but we've been at the elevation we're at. I think we're a little early, like Susan said. We ain't found really anything as far as wild edibles that we want. I'm sure there's some other edibles that we're not looking for. But what we are looking for at the moment, we found none. So we're making our way back to the truck. We got a mile or two hike back out of here, so I guess we went probably maybe 3 miles.
Probably.
That's about all we went. And we went in some really good looking morel mushroom areas, all kind of tulip poplars and elms and things like that, and found nothing. Really, even just other weeds and stuff's really not even started coming up yet. So we'll give it a couple weeks to come back or go to a lower elevation. We've changed locations. Now we're down along one of the major rivers through our area, and it's a beautiful river. Trout fishing in this river, a lot of rafting goes on in this river, and smallmouth bass fishing. I really like smallmouth fish. I used to do it for years in a drift cataract and fly fished for smallies and really enjoyed it. One of these days I may get back into it. Buy me a canoe this time and just do some regular hardware fishing for smallmouth in this river. River smallmouth fight so good, it's fun. But we just come to check out the river, and Susan is right above me with her Mine Lab metal detector. Hurricane Helene done a number on this river. But there's been a lot of river restoration happening. It's starting to look a lot better. It's been, you know, a year and a half going on 2 years, but finally it's looking some better. Let's see if Susan finds anything with her metal detector, because the hurricane had this river 20, 30 feet up over the banks. So she might find something that's washed down, who knows? Did you have any luck with your metal detecting?
And a lot of bottle caps.
Yeah.
A lot of tin cans.
This storm, when the river got so high, we just washed a lot of trash. I mean, there was houses went floating down this river during the storm. So, you know, it just washed in a lot of what you call metal detecting trash. Bottle caps, broke pieces of metal and just, you know, stuff that's just basically metal detecting trash. So I think we're done for the day. We've enjoyed the river here a little while, and Susan's metal detected. Hopefully next week or the week after, we're going to go a little bit lower elevation and try to find some morels and some branch lettuce and some forage foods. Thanks for being with us. We really appreciate it. And we pray God blesses you and your family. Get outside.
Yeah, stay outside.